Hey folks, welcome back. I'm Aaron. This is our fourth episode of Stellar Sovereigns Let's Play. In our last episode, we had just completed defending against a pirate ambush, and we're sending our mining fleet over to pick up some of the debris from that attack, and then we were sending the first fleet over here to Koi to see what's there and see if that's got anything useful for us. We're in the process of building up our first colony, and let's go ahead and get started. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to give ourselves another cultural enterprise boost, since we've started to get a decent amount of political capital income. That'll help us move forward a little bit quicker. As you can see, it gets our growth rate up quite a bit. That'll help us out, and we'll be able to get more settlers to be able to send over to Elonius 1. Since that's up now, we're going to go ahead and increase the housing development here. And then let's go ahead and double check Elonius, which is also doing quite well. And we'll just keep going forward from here. It'll probably take us several turns to get there. It looks like our first fleet is about 2.5 turns out, and our mining fleet is about 7 turns out. So we'll just keep going here and drop off more colonists. Yeah, I think I might have enough money now to do this. Nope, I guess I don't have quite enough. And looks like we're almost done with our targeting assist. That's going to be very helpful for us. I think our next upgrade, or the next thing we're going to look for here, is an expanded cargo hold. That's going to give us more space on our freighters, which will help us manage the demand here, which we're already starting to exceed a little bit if we want some of the carryover effect of our trade goods to go between more than just this system. Let's also go ahead and start upgrading our weapons platforms here to have those plasma blasters in place. And the titanium armor, I think, will probably be a good move too. Okay, that's used up a good bit of our cash, so we're gonna looks like we're gonna be waiting a little bit here before we can get too much else going. Good. Got our targeting assist. That will help us be able to do a little bit more damage to targets once we get our AI added on there. We've got a good bit of income now. I could start in on another upgrade here to kind of increase our population growth rate. But I think I might leave that alone. Yeah. Could also go with improved speed, which will be helpful. I think that probably will be our next one, so I'm going to go ahead and add that here. That should still give us a good amount of income, but that'll get that moving, and the extra speed will help us since our empire is going to be fairly spaced out, it looks like, in this game. So we also have another point gain. So let's see where we are with politics. go with another upgrade here. So this helps with consumable resources. That would be things that on our planet here are things like this quintessence and the nuts. I don't think we have anything here that really, yeah, we don't have anything on Elonius 1, but that'll help boost that slightly. Then also pull our politics a little bit more down that direction, which will allow us to pull in a few other things. I think I'm going to use some of my points to put into Born Starfarers. It doesn't give a huge boost, but it does give a tiny little boost, at least initially, on the galaxy map, which could be helpful for us. Okay, let's see what we've got at Koi. And we have, ooh, that looks like a pretty good planet. 11%, slightly lower. Yeah. This could be a planet that's worth us colonizing. Looks like, yeah, Koi 1 is not all that interesting for us. Let's see what else we've got here. Okay, we have capsules, so we'll go ahead and check and see if we can get anything cool out of that. And I think our next task will be to send the first fleet back here to Xanthu to be refit. And we have another pirate ambush. Okay, so kind of similar to the last time. Let's go ahead and see about getting ourselves moved out to a place that's a little less potentially damaging for us. So we'll go ahead and set the entire fleet to come out here, and then we'll raise our shields again, turn on auto tactical, get our tactical weapons fixed up, and let's unpause it and get moving. So we can jump over to these ships here and kind of follow them and see what's going on. These are now upgraded, so we've got a little bit better capabilities in them. Okay, everybody's got their shields up, so I'm going to boost their speed a good bit. Let's see where everybody's at. Looks like we're doing pretty good. We've got some reserves built up. I also should mention here that you're only going to be using power when things are active. So if you're actively charging the shield, you'll be using power. If you're actively moving, you'll use power with the engines, even if you've got it set to like 125% like we do here. Looks like it'll take us a little bit to get everybody going. May need to have a couple of rounds for combat. And the way that works is wherever combat ends when the timer is down, that is where we are going to be starting for the next turn. Or the next, yeah. So, let's see. I think this guy needs to have his sensors boosted a little bit. Ah, there we go. Now we can see him. Okay, I'm going to send him there. I'm going to send that guy there. And we are going to see... Oh, that is that guy. Okay. So, where is... That one guy must be a long ways off. Okay, he's there. So I'm going to go ahead and tell him to attack there. And then I'm going to... wait for the corvettes to get in range to kind of target this guy and then kind of finish jumping in. this is going to hurt because I'm going to lose my shields. So I'm going to go ahead and set his sensors down and set his engines down, and then boost back his shield. And then I'm going to go ahead and micro jump our cruiser in. Good. And that should let us salvo fire on him again. Take that guy out. Now we wait for our other Corvette. Let's get him pulled up. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and boost sensors considerably on this guy, see if there's anything out here that... Aha! Looks like we got somebody coming in over there. And over there. Taking a little bit of damage. Not too bad. Okay. Let's tell the fleet that we want to attack that guy. And I'm going to set our shield and our shields up a little bit and our speed down a little bit. And I'm going to turn on auto sensor and auto repair so that I can deal with a little bit more. Okay. So it looks like we got 2 of the pirate ships are now here. This is probably going to be a problem for us. So let's go ahead and jump in as quickly as we can. And see if we can get that recharging. Okay, we've now stripped his shields. Probably going to lose some of our missile salvo here to more of the... Okay, we get our missiles back. Let's hit him again. Okay, our pirate leader is down, and we can start attacking our final pirate ship. We still have about 3 minutes left. I would like to look here real quick, and we're going to tell everybody to take out that missile launcher. And we're going to salvo fire here. Cool. That takes care of that pirate fleet. Now we are going to have to start thinking about building some new ships here pretty soon, because we're going to start getting to the point where pirates will be raiding us more, and we're going to need some ships to be able to defend against that, because if we don't, what's going to happen is we are going to start having our transports interdicted. And when those transports get interdicted, we are going to start losing out on the imported stuff that we're sending to Alonius. And that will cause a dip in the approval and growth and taxes that we're getting here and at our homeworld. So let's go ahead, move some more colonists over. This is coming along pretty good. So we got a ways till our next colonial goal. Got a decent amount of food still, so I think I'm going to add a few more here so that we'll be able to keep up with our population growth on the homeworld. And then I'm going to go ahead and do another cultural enterprise here to boost us again. And we'll now just wait down here for the fleet to finish researching this debris and see if we can get anything useful out of that. Oh, good. We got a little bit of a research bonus, so that's going to be helpful. It looks like our platforms have gotten themselves retrofitted with the new tech. Let's go ahead and check out our orbital station. See if there's anything we can... Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'm a little wary of adding the modules for the AI to some of these pieces at this point because it's not likely we're going to get attacked anytime soon in our homeworld and really need that. But, and we'll need that more so for our attack fleets to be able to handle that. Got 4 turns there, and then I'll send these back to start to retrofit. And by then we should have enough funds. Let's go ahead and see what we've got. So okay, for our next fleet, what do we want to do? I think we'll want to have more of a standoff fleet this next time. So let's see here. A shield cracker. Yeah, I can't afford a shield cracker yet. Okay. I'm going to queue in 2 of these frigates, and that will start building my second fleet, and it's going to put them in the local reserve, which will reduce the upkeep costs for them until I actually need them. And then I can start saving cash so that I can start getting the capital ship for that fleet, and that should give us the 3 fleets that we need, or 2 fleets that we need that will help us defend against the pirate attacks here. And for this next fleet, I'm thinking since we have the cruiser already, let's go with a dreadnought. The battleship would be good for us to give us something pretty heavy to take a lot of damage, to kind of just soak up front while we're attacking. But I think that the dreadnought with its plasma beam is going to be more useful for our purposes because that'll help really quickly take down shields on some of the bigger ships and let us hit them pretty heavily with the cruiser. But that'll be a few turns before we can start building that. Okay. I think everything else is going pretty good. So let's just keep moving. I should probably look into this a little bit more. It looks like we've been hovering pretty steadily around the 70-ish mark for our utilization on our industry. And I think that that probably means that I should get rid of the people that I'm putting, or the development that I'm putting into the food and the R&D sector a little bit, because we've got plenty of food coming in. We don't really need a lot more, but this is probably going to end up being a bread basket for us to see about building some of these poorer planets into colonies. We also want to be careful that we're not reaching our development threshold. So if I'm building and it's not needed, then I can always remove it, but I'd prefer to not build it in the first place. Okay, we're starting to get a little bit of these crystals over here. Carbon laserite. We're probably not going to see too much more action here outside of trying to take out our main goal right now is to try to take out these sectoids and see what's going on here at some of these planets that we were unable to access before, or systems we were unable to access before. But we're probably not going to be able to do too much here until after turn 75, and probably around turn 100 is when we're going to start meeting other empires. Though, given the type of galaxy that we're in, it's a pretty small one, and there's 4 other AIs there. It's pretty likely that we will see them sooner than that. Okay, now that the Hades is here, let's go ahead and continue researching these pieces and see what we can get. Oh, good, another research bonus. You can see how this research bonus going up from about 2% up to 17% is significantly increased the number of research points that we're adding. Those green numbers, the 130 and the 268. So that's helping us get through some of these things like the vortex drive improvement and the expanded cargo holds a little bit more quickly than we otherwise might be able to do. There are other ways of boosting that value, but at this point, we really just don't have the funds to be able to think about some of those options. Oh, that's interesting. So it looks like we got uh, some exploration data from some of the systems around here. So unfortunately, we already knew what Aphrodite. Oh, did we know what Aphrodite was? I don't think we did. And Virgo. So let's see. Where's Virgo? Oh, fortunately, I think that that was one of the systems we were currently in. So I guess we got data about the system we were already in. Okay. Let's see what Aphrodite is. Is that worth? Yeah, I guess not. I guess it's good that we got that because I was hoping Aphrodite was going to be a system worth our time to look into and take out these sectoids there, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that great of a system. So instead, I think we may want to try to take on the machine fleet over here at Thor instead. See what we can get. That also means I might send my fleet over to Rho instead once they've finished exploring here. Oh, looks like they are done, so. Can you go? Nope. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and send first fleet to Rho and then back up to Xanthu. And then once our quarry fleet looks like we're getting a good amount of stuff here. That's nice. Once the quarry fleet is done with the salvage and done with some of the exploration here, then we will go ahead and move on to Koi to take out or collect that debris as well. Looks like our second escort vessel's done too. Okay. Okay, we got more more debris here that helps us. I guess that's useful. Let's see, where is Noah at? Hmm. Don't see that system. Oh wow, it's way over here. Again, not that great of a system, so probably good that we got it this way. Let's go ahead and survey the planets here, since this is a system I think we'll be looking into colonizing here pretty soon. Oh, and we've got a research eureka. That's helpful. And also a little resource cache. That's also helpful. We won't do a full survey of all the planets, just the first level, I think. That'll probably be the most efficient for us at this point. So occasionally you can get research eurekas, which means that you can complete a research fully before you've actually invested all the points into it. And that's pretty helpful for moving along some of these different techs. And you can kind of build your empire to do that a little bit more with some of your traits. So for example, we can add some stuff here to the Brilliant Minds trait, which will help with the lower percentage of the Eurekas. Generally, it happens more the closer you are to finishing the tech than it is the beginning, but sometimes it can happen a little bit sooner. Okay. Let's see. Where do we want to go? Let's see about taking one level of the Brilliant Minds. I think that'll slightly boost our ability to do those. And then I'm going to put the remaining points into higher education or high education. What that's going to do is going to improve the base scientific aptitude of our empire. And the base scientific aptitude is part of the calculation that determines, along with the bonuses and sector development, the amount of research bonus each planet's going to be able to provide you. So having that a little bit higher helps out a lot to give us a little bit more of a boost there. And that, so we're keeping pretty balanced now. Let's see, anything useful? Let's go ahead and put one in salvage experts. That's not going to be useful for us all the time, but it'll be okay for now. So do that. We're doing pretty good here, so let's go ahead and add in a few more. We're still pretty low on our rate of growth due to that retro plague aspect of this planet, but we're able to more easily overcome that by using the settlers from our homeworld that are basically letting us significantly boost our growth rate. Ooh, that's kind of nice. So that was Virgo 2. Unfortunately, it wasn't the best planet in the system that got that. But still, not too bad. And we'll go over to Virgo 3 and see what we get there and then move on. Looks like we're about 2 turns out from Pro. And I'm going to guess we'll get another pirate ambush when we get there. Oh no, what's this? Where's it? Oh. That's also... So it looks like we have detected a derelict. This is really helpful. And we will probably need to wait till our next episode to survey that. But derelicts are ships that are just kind of floating damaged out in space that we can send fleets to investigate and eventually send a mining fleet to repair so that we can make it part of our own empire's fleets. And that can help us a good bit. Some of them are capital ships and some of them are escorts. Can't tell which one it is from here, but we're going to go ahead and continue to row and then move over to the derelict, or get ready to move to the derelict. And I think that's where we'll end this episode. So I'm going to go ahead and send our mining fleet over to start getting these resources. We are moving to row, will be their next turn. And then I think we are good. We'll wait another turn or two before we do another cultural enterprise here to boost Xanthu. So let's go ahead and advance. Let's see what we have at row. Ooh, that's a very nice planet. Or positives in population growth, agriculture, and development EV factors. Not so great with the laserite, or with the resources that we have here, but we do have a moon, which is going to be helpful. A little bit of silver and some other consumables. So I think I'm going to mark this as a potential colony. Okay. And with that, I think the last thing I need to do here is move some people back over, so that shouldn't take too long. And that'll help boost a little bit more. Let's check our... Okay, so you can see our consumerism and our demand for the different trade goods is increasing here. That's going to be good in the future because we'll be able to do things like put our tariff up, and that'll make us a good bit of money. But right now it's making barely any money, so it's like not even offsetting the cost for the here for this trade route. So we're just going to leave that at 0 because it's more useful to get the trade approval than it is anything else. Cool. I think that is pretty much going to be where we leave this episode. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.